President Trump is set to travel to Beijing this week for high-stakes talks with China's Xi Jinping. Earlier, our Errol Barnett spoke with the son of an imprisoned Hong Kong pro-democracy activist. His name is Jimmy Lai, about the prospects of an agreement between the two leaders for his father's release.
Time is running out for my father. If he's not free soon, he will die. The president, I know the president cares about my father's case. He can do it. He has said that it would be a very meaningful gesture for Xi Jinping to release my father. And to be completely honest, for Xi Jinping and the Chinese government and the Hong Kong government, this is administratively a very simple thing. This is putting a 78-year-old man who they've already kept in there for 5 years, taking everything away from him, on a plane, sending him back sending him to the US, sending him to the UK.
CBS News foreign correspondent Anna Coren is in Beijing and joins us now to talk about this. So, Anna, how could the issue of Taiwan also play into this week's summit? I note that reporting, including yours, indicates that this is something that the Chinese really, really want to drive home with the President of the United States. The language that the United States uses when it comes to describing Taiwan's sovereignty.
Yeah, Vlad, as far as the Chinese are concerned, the number one issue in the US-China relationship is Taiwan. This self-governed island democracy of 23 million, about the size of the state of Maryland, China sees as its own territory, and President Xi has not ruled out taking it back by force. It happens to also be the place where 90% of the world's high-end semiconductors are produced. So it is critical to the global supply chain. But we recently traveled to Taiwan. We met with the Deputy Foreign Minister, Chen Ming-chi, and asked him about China's threats of taking back the island. Take a listen. President Xi Jinping has said that reunification of the motherland is, quote, unstoppable. What is the feeling here in Taiwan?
No, we will not take his word lightly. Keep the status quo is our main goal. Basically, that is Taiwan as a democracy, and our people can decide our own affairs. I think that is our goal, and our goal is to survive.
This is a place that just wants to survive and maintain the status quo. China, on the other hand, has other plans. Vlad and Chanel.
And Anna, want to ask you as well. Oh, it looks like we're out of time. Thank you so much, Anna. Okay, we do have some time. So let me ask you about, the economic impact here. Are officials in Taipei concerned at all that President Trump could essentially make concessions to China on Taiwan?
Yeah, look, publicly, the Taiwanese will say no. The US has our back. Behind the scenes, there are genuine concerns. There is a position of strategic ambiguity. That has been what the US has maintained since the late 1970s towards Taiwan. It didn't state whether or not it would come to Taiwan's defense if China attacked. It was designed as a deterrent to China, but also to discourage Taiwan independence. Now, the thing is that since then, $50 billion worth of arms have been sold by the US to Taiwan. And there is obviously, reason for China to be angry about that. $50 billion worth of arms. The latest was an $11 billion package back in December. We know that there's a $14 billion package sitting on President Trump's desk. China does not want the US to continue selling arms. It also wants the US to change its policy and its language, reduce its support of the island. As we know, President Trump, he is unpredictable. He is also under pressure. He wants to bring back deals from China to the American people. He also wants to bring an end to the Iran war. China can help with that. Let's listen again to what the Deputy Foreign Minister had to say. Are you concerned that President Trump could do some sort of deal with President Xi in getting a grand bargain for the United States that would compromise Taiwan?
I don't think so. I think that the U.S. Security commitment to Taiwan remains to be very strong and solid.
You feel that America is a dependable ally for Taiwan?
We are also a dependable ally to the U.S. So I think the benefit is mutual.
We certainly will be closely monitoring what President Trump has to say after he meets with Xi about Taiwan.
All right. Anna Coren reporting for us this morning. Anna, thank you.